Some of the most powerful healing tools don't involve rituals, crystals, or dramatic shifts. In fact, they often look so simple that people overlook them entirely. But these quiet practices, they work deep, far beneath the surface. They help clear emotional blocks, release negative energy, dissolve karmic imprints, and free you to move forward with lightness and clarity. These practices may seem gentle, quiet, even too simple, but often it's the softest tools that reach the deepest places. They work where words can't, into the quiet corners of memory, emotion, and energy. They don't just soothe the surface, they meet you at the root, where true healing begins. Here are 7 gentle yet powerful ancient practices that open the door to deep, profound healing and transformation. Ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono is an old Hawaiian healing practice. At its core, it's about making peace with others, with yourself, and with life. The idea behind this practice is that when something's wrong outside, conflict, illness, emotional pain, it's often connected to something inside you. And by clearing what's inside, you help shift what's outside. It works on a powerful principle. You take full responsibility for your reality, not in a guilt-ridden way, but in an empowered one. You don't blame others, even if they've clearly hurt you. You go inward and ask, what part of me is connected to this? What memory, emotion, or energy needs to be cleared? The practice itself is beautifully simple. You gently repeat 4 phrases. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. You can whisper them, say them silently in your heart, or write them down. Direct them toward anything, a painful relationship, a health issue, a memory, even a younger version of yourself. Let's say you've hurt someone in the past, but guilt still lingers, and life keeps reflecting that pain back in subtle, uncomfortable ways. That's where Ho'oponopono comes in. You sit quietly, bring that person into your mind's eye, feel whatever surfaces, and begin. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. No need to relive everything or justify your past. You're not trying to change them. You're clearing the energy within you that's still tied to that experience. As you do this, something inside softens, and the karmic hold begins to dissolve. 2. The Sedona Method. The Sedona Method is one of the simplest and most powerful ways to release emotional baggage. You don't need rituals, tapping, or even meditation. You just ask. When a strong emotion arises, anger, anxiety, insecurity, you pause and ask 3 questions. Could I let this go? Would I let it go? When? You're not pushing the emotion away. You're simply creating space. Most times, just asking begins the release. Let's say you've been feeling nervous about speaking up. Instead of fighting the nerves or analyzing the story, you pause and ask, could I let this nervousness go? Suddenly, you're not resisting the feeling. You're gently letting it pass, like a wave. It's like unclenching a fist you didn't realize was tight. Gentle, fast, powerful. 3. Inner child healing. The idea behind inner child healing is simple. Inside each of us is a younger version, one who still carries old wounds, unmet needs, and emotional memories. When triggered, it's often that child responding, not the adult. This practice is about reconnecting with that younger self and offering what they needed back then: love, safety, understanding. You sit in a quiet space, close your eyes, and picture yourself as a child. Maybe 5, maybe 10. You observe how they feel. You speak gently, like to someone you truly love. I see you. I'm here for you. You're safe now. Let's say you often feel rejected when people ignore you. That emotion likely doesn't come from today. It comes from a younger you who once felt invisible. When you sit with that part and offer comfort, you begin healing the pattern. not just the symptom. It's like becoming the parent you never had, and your nervous system finally exhales. 4. Mirror work. Mirror work is deceptively simple. You look at yourself in the mirror and speak with love. Popularized by Louise Hay, this practice involves standing in front of a mirror, looking into your own eyes and saying, "I love you. I forgive you. You're doing your best." It might feel awkward or emotional at first. That's normal. Most of us aren't used to really seeing ourselves without judgment. Your reflection becomes a tool for truth. When you speak healing words directly into your own eyes, it bypasses logic and goes straight to the heart. Let's say you constantly criticize yourself for not being enough. Mirror work gently rewrites that story. You start to feel that even with all your flaws, you're still worthy of love. It's not about pretending, it's about finally showing up for yourself every day with compassion. 5. Energetic cord cutting. Energy cords are invisible threads we form with people and experiences, especially where emotions run high. Some nourish us, others, they leave us drained. Cord cutting helps release those attachments that no longer serve us. You're not erasing memories or rejecting love. You're letting go of the emotional hold. Here's how. Close your eyes, bring the person or situation to mind, and visualize a cord connecting you, often from the heart or solar plexus. Then, picture yourself gently cutting that cord, or asking a higher guide to help. Let's say an old relationship still lingers in your energy. You've done the healing, but they still pop up in your thoughts. Cord cutting helps you release that residual pull, not with bitterness, but with peace. When done with clear intention, it often feels like a deep exhale, like space has been returned to you. 6. Shadow work. Shadow work means turning toward the parts of you that usually stay hidden: jealousy, fear, shame, anger, or even desires you've been taught to suppress. It works on a simple truth. What you resist controls you, but what you face with awareness loses its grip. You begin by asking honest questions. When do I feel triggered and why? What do I avoid in myself? What do I judge most in others, and do I carry it too? Let's say you're always the helper, kind, giving, available. But deep down, you feel drained, maybe even resentful. Shadow work asks, what's underneath that pattern? You might find a belief like, if I don't help, I won't be loved. That hidden voice, that's your shadow. You don't need to get rid of it. You just need to meet it with truth and compassion. Shadow work isn't about fixing yourself. It's about reclaiming all the parts you pushed aside and becoming whole again. 7. Breathwork. Breathwork is using your breath consciously to shift your emotional and energetic state. Most people breathe shallowly, especially under stress. Breathwork brings you back into your body. It works because the breath is a direct bridge between your body, emotions, and nervous system. There are many styles: deep belly breathing, circular breathing, active exhalation. But the goal is the same: release what's stuck without needing to explain it. Let's say you've held in grief for years. During a breathwork session, you breathe deeply and rhythmically. At some point, your body begins to release. Maybe with tears, maybe with calm. It happens without words. That's the magic of breathwork. It clears what your mind has been holding onto for far too long. These practices may look soft. They may sound too simple, but each of them reaches places where words can't, deep into the layers of memory, emotion, energy, and soul. They don't just comfort, they cleanse. They don't just soothe, they transform. You don't need to master them. You don't even need to fully understand them. You just need to begin with honesty, presence, and a little willingness. Let healing meet you where you are, because it always knows the way home. Thank you for watching. Let us know in the comments if any of these techniques resonated with you, or if there's a practice that's helped you on your own healing path. Until next time, keep reflecting, keep evolving.